Warren Buffett indicator sounds alarm that stock market levels now surpasses dot-com bubble. So, which can be, in other words, will be the great financial crisis. Can this be really possible? So we will gonna dive in details and speak in details like how this will really affect the market. And plus, the biggest factor, what I'm gonna talk is the biggest companies, probably they added more than $6 trillion in the market cap in stock market. That's probably, as you know, the big companies are Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, Meta, Tesla. So these kind of companies are, and Amazon, these kind of companies, they added more than $5 to $6 trillion in market cap in stock market. Well, can this be really bad? And do we have to protect our portfolios? Look, first of all, of course, when Warren Buffett says something, that we take his advice pretty seriously, because this gentleman, he has one of the highest respect in stock market, because that's why he is a billionaire, right? Of course, everyone knows him. Of course, there's no hedge fund or institution or analyst who really argues with him. When it comes to investment, he's an old school investor and he knows how the market works. But how about 2024? Because now we are in the generation of AI, but this gentleman was not born in this generation because he has a different mindset. Probably he might be 100% right. He might be absolutely right, but also I'm thinking on the other hand, that this is a generation of AI and this is how we approach the market, and everything is getting expensive, everything is getting priced in, and where we are heading and where we are really sitting. So if he says that this market will be in the greatest financial crisis, so this were the words not of Warren Buffett, but a year ago some other people, they were speaking on the news and the media everywhere that this market will collapse. It will collapse 70%, 700%, all this crazy stupid stuff they were speaking. But again, back to the point, they told us, and what happens after a year or a year and a half? We come back to today. We go to all times high, and Nvidia becomes in world top three companies, and that is really crazy. That is really crazy because no one thought that Nvidia would really end up on top 3 companies in the world, and no one thought of, okay, even Tesla will climb, even Apple will climb, and Amazon. But everyone, of course, they were they were really how can I say? They were really scared based on hearing the newses, and they're protecting their portfolios, and they were selling everything, whatever they have in their portfolios, just because of the fear, what they were listening, what they were exposed to. That is, of course, on the internet. And on the other hand, the people who are really smart, they bought in cheap, and now they're really enjoying the fruit, and they are really liking that. They are loving that. So what about the dot-com bubble, and what about the AI bubble right now, which you can, of course, we can call AI bubble? And is this really an AI bubble, or is something that can really turn out to be wrong? That, okay, we all are believing in AI, and after a year or so, probably the AI is nothing so special, and the market really collapses. Can it be possible? Yes, can be highly possible, but also you have to think that entire market is moving, and they are shifting towards AI. Can be Nvidia, can be Tesla, can be Amazon, can be Meta, can be any other top companies you take. They are focusing entirely on AI, and they're investing super heavily because the world is shifting to another end. So now, since we are thinking the realistic thing, that now that we want this world to become more efficient, and that is through AI. Of course, the smallest the example I can give you is the Chat GPT. If you take that, now Chat GPT is able to search so many stuff that probably, of course, is not equal to Google, but if you compare, but probably after 3 or 4 years or 5 years, probably ChatGPT might overtake even Google. But of course, Google, they have their own stuff, and they will be in competition, and they will they will really not let the chat GPT or whatever just go up, whatever they create in Google company. So talking about this, you guys, if you are really scared that stock market is going to collapse, and what will you really do? Will you just sell off? Right now, all the stocks are almost on all times high. So is this really a good chance? Now, what I think, the earnings are coming. The earnings are all the companies, almost all the companies, they are just nailing their earnings. So this is one of the good factor. And this is not really 1999 that how we were thinking, okay, some history will gonna repeat. Of course, everyone they were talking when the pandemic came, history is repeating, but no, this is not. Of course, pandemic came, and if you go back to the charts and see, they really bounced sharp back up in a V shape. And probably, if you think the market will really collapse, and if you are selling with that fear, I think that's kind of really not wise, because think the real thing. Think how the world is moving, think how we are shifting. We are becoming faster, efficient, and we are becoming more reliable in any work what the humans are doing, and we are becoming more efficient. We are improving to a better and better and better every single second. So now, Warren Buffett says this, and I think can be wrong and also can be correct. I cannot really say that, but I think 60% can be absolutely wrong, because we are driven with a different sector in the entire world, that is AI. So this cannot be really compared to the dot-com bubble, but AI is absolutely different. It's absolutely different. And now we are witnessing, every single country in the world is witnessing what is AI, and I think this markets will really blow off their old thinking, and probably they have to sink in with the new thinking. And talking about this, guys, you research your own stuff and see, am I talking bullshit, or this is something really real? Think wisely and think something logically. We are in a different generation. 2024 cannot be compared to 1999 or 2008 financial crisis, whatever the world faced. We cannot compare that. Right now, we are moving with a very massive difference pace, which we cannot compare this to 2008 or even 1999. We cannot, because of course, in 2008, they were just rumbling all the time, and they were really panicked. Okay, 10 years after, the history is repeating, and again 2018 came, they did the same. The history is repeating. And what happened then when the pandemic came? Okay, finally now the history is going to repeat. Nothing happened. Market flushed down and bounced back in a very solid V shape, in a very crazy way that you could ever imagine. And now they're talking again. Probably we might go on a very small correction and really bounce back up very solid. So of course the stocks are really moving on a very sharp point on an upward trend, and probably we might have pull back, and again we might go very, very solid up, because now if you think $100 is really literally nothing compared to in 1999. And now the same, of course, $500 billion company is literally, it's not a mega cap company, because as the year passes, even $1-2 trillion company will be not such a big deal like how you really think. Now this is a different generation, populations are, it's just increasing, and also the mindset is changing, and also we are expecting something from this world that we could ever imagine. And the technology is changing, the generation is changing, internet is changing, AI is just evolving, and there's so many factors that I can talk about. But think of this, we are moving forward, we are advancing into the future. This is what we are heading, and I think markets are really not pricing in. Of course, if you see with the point of view with 1999 or 2008, it can be possible, but I don't think so. Markets are moving in the wrong direction. So market crash cannot really happen because of these all factors, because we are in a different generation. And now stop being scared and think logically that we are heading into the future. things are changing. We are no more 1999, no more 2008. So thank you so much for watching. If you like, subscribe the channel and support the channel and like the video. See you next time. And for more things, you can join the Patreon down. You got the Discord there. We day trade, swing trades, and also long investors. Investing we do. And also you can follow me on Instagram. The link is down in the description. So for more detailed stuff, get me on the Discord and you will enjoy it. Maybe you will grow your portfolio by trading side by side with me. Thank you and see you soon.